Many people spend their lives seeking validation from others, measuring their worth by how others perceive them. They look for approval, acceptance, or recognition from family, friends, or colleagues. But here's the truth. Your value is not determined by others. It's something that starts and ends with you. If you're constantly waiting for others to tell you you're good enough, you're putting your happiness in someone else's hands. The moment you start to understand that your value is intrinsic, you'll start to experience real freedom. You'll no longer be subject to the whims and judgments of others. You'll no longer be vulnerable to external circumstances or fleeting opinions. The opinions of others will still exist, but they will no longer carry the weight they once did because you've already decided your worth. When you value yourself from within, you stop relying on external accolades to feel good. You understand that the work you put into growing yourself, learning from your mistakes, and overcoming challenges is valuable in itself. Every step forward, no matter how small, becomes a testament to your strength and resilience. It's not always easy to develop this sense of self-worth. It requires practice, especially if you've spent years seeking validation from the outside. But with time and effort, it's possible to shift your perspective and begin to see yourself through a lens of love, acceptance, and value. This change in perspective will not only impact how you feel about yourself, but also how you approach the world. When you truly understand your worth, you start making choices based on what's best for you, not based on what others expect of you. When you look at people who are successful, confident, and accomplished, one thing is clear: they are the product of their growth. The constant effort to improve, to expand, to become better in every area of their life is what sets them apart. But here's the secret. Growth isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong commitment. And the key to unlocking your true value is realizing that the more you invest in your personal growth, the more valuable you become. Growth requires effort, and that effort often involves stepping out of your comfort zone. It means doing things you've never done before, tackling challenges that seem impossible, and pushing through obstacles that may feel insurmountable. Personal growth often requires you to face your fears, confront your insecurities, and step into unfamiliar situations that stretch your abilities. But every time you choose to grow instead of shrink, you're adding value to your life. It's those moments of discomfort and challenge that shape you into someone who can handle more, who can give more, and who can achieve more. One of the most powerful aspects of investing in personal growth is the impact it has on your confidence. When you work on becoming better, you begin to feel better about yourself. Each step forward reinforces the belief that you are capable of achieving great things. Growth fuels confidence because it proves that you can overcome challenges, learn new things, and adapt to changing circumstances. As you develop more skills and improve yourself, your belief in your abilities will grow, and with it, your value. Growth also involves resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. Life isn't always going to go according to plan. There will be failures, disappointments, and challenges. But the person who grows through those tough moments is the person who emerges stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle whatever comes next. Each setback is simply a lesson, and when you adopt this mindset, failure becomes less of a barrier and more of a stepping stone toward growth. So investing in personal growth is one of the most rewarding things you can do for yourself. Every bit of effort you put into improving yourself pays dividends that compound over time. Your growth doesn't just make you more skilled, knowledgeable, or capable, it makes you more valuable. And when you become more valuable to yourself, you naturally become more valuable to those around you, to your community, and to the world. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in the demands of others. People ask for your time, your attention, your energy, and sometimes they don't even realize how much they are draining you. At first, you may feel obligated to help, to say yes, or to always be there. But over time, this constant giving without considering your own needs will leave you feeling exhausted, unappreciated, and overwhelmed. When you don't set boundaries, you risk losing yourself in the process. You may end up neglecting your own goals, your own needs, and your own well-being because you're too busy trying to please everyone else. Setting boundaries is about learning to say no when necessary. It's not a rejection of others, but a protection of yourself. The ability to say no allows you to maintain your focus and protect your time. It's essential for your mental and emotional health, because when you say yes to everything, you're saying no to yourself. You're saying no to your priorities, your passions, and the things that truly matter. Saying no is not about being rude. It's about making space for the things that will bring you closer to your goals, to your growth, and to the life you truly want to live. Boundaries aren't just about saying no to external requests. They also involve saying no to internal pressures and expectations. So often we place unrealistic demands on ourselves. We push ourselves too hard, take on too much, and neglect our own needs in the name of productivity or responsibility. But no matter how much you try to push yourself, you are only human, and there's a limit to what you can handle. We have one limit, and there's a limit to what you can handle. Learning to listen to your body and mind and recognizing when you're at your limit is essential for preserving your long-term health and success. It's important to recognize that rest, self-care, and taking breaks are just as important as working hard and striving for achievement. Prioritizing yourself means knowing when to step back, recharge, and refocus. It means acknowledging that you are the most important resource in your life, and taking care of yourself is the first step in achieving everything you want. Setting boundaries also means protecting your mental space. There are people, situations, and environments that can drain your energy, cause unnecessary stress, or diminish your sense of worth. It's crucial to be able to recognize these negative influences and take steps to distance yourself from them. Surround yourself with people who support you, who challenge you to grow, and who respect your needs. You don't have to accept toxic relationships or environments just because they're familiar or because you feel obligated. Protecting your mental space is just as important as protecting your physical space. Prioritizing yourself involves understanding that you don't have to do everything for everyone else before you take care of yourself. In many cases, we think that By constantly putting others first, we are being selfless or kind. But the truth is, if you don't prioritize yourself, you won't have the energy, the clarity, or the ability to give to others in a meaningful way. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And you need to make sure your cup is full first. This doesn't mean being selfish. It means being selfish. When you are strong, energized, and at your best, you can show up for others in a way that's genuine and impactful. But if you are constantly exhausted or stretched thin, you'll find it difficult to be there for those who need you. The challenge of setting boundaries is that it's often uncomfortable at first. People may not understand why you're saying no, or they may push back. But every time you enforce a boundary, you send a message to yourself that you matter, that your needs are important, and that you have the power to control how others treat you. It's not always easy, and it may require some tough decisions, but over time it becomes easier, and you'll begin to see the positive impact it has on your life.